DNE's Edu Corner.
Hi, welcome to our new lesson about rational exponents and radical expressions. Ito ay continuation ng naunang video natin about rational exponents and radicals, kung saan na-discuss natin ang basic concepts about rational exponents and radicals. So let's have a short review. In this given radical expression, we know that this symbol is called the radical symbol, and then itong 3 na nasa labas na maliit na number ay tinatawag nating index, and yung y na nasa loob ng ating radical symbol ay tinatawag nating radicand. So ito ay na-discuss natin doon sa unang video. Next, sa pagsulat ng isang expression with rational exponent into radical, yung numerator sa rational exponent ay magiging exponent naman ng ating radicand or nung y sa loob ng radical symbol. And then yung denominator ay ang magiging index ng ating radical. Now, paano kung baliktad naman yung given? Again, this is just a review. So, if we have here cube root of y squared, kapag itatransform natin ito into exponential form, it will become y to the 2/3 power. Meaning, yung ating exponent ng y ay nasa numerator and then yung ating index na 3 ay nasa denominator na ng ating rational exponent. So, those are simple examples of writing radical expression to exponential form and vice versa. Now, let's proceed to simplifying expressions with rational exponents bago tayo mag-proceed with the laws of radicals. Our first example here is x to the 1/5 power times x to the 3/5 power. Gagamitin natin sa mga given na ito ang laws of exponents. So, since pareho sila ng base na x, ang gagawin natin sa kanilang mga exponents ay i-add natin. It will become x raised to 1 plus 3 all over 5. Okay, so ipag-a-add lamang natin yung 1/5 at saka 3/5. Since pareho naman sila ng denominator, kopyahin na natin yan, similar yung fractions, and then add the numerators, 1 plus 3. So, our rational exponent will become 4/5. So, ang ating final answer para sa ating given is x to the 4/5 power. Second example, we have y to the 2/3 power times y to the 1/2 power. So, again, ang base natin ay pareho, which is y. So, i-add natin yung rational exponents. We have 2/3 plus 1/2. Kunin muna natin yung kanilang magiging denominator, which is 6. And then, 6 divided by 3, that is 2 times 2, we have 4. 6 divided by 2, that's 3 times 1, that is 3. Kaya 4 plus 3, we have 7 over 6. So, magiging y to the 7 over 6 power. Meron tayo ditong mas mataas na numerator kaysa sa denominator. Pwede pa natin itong i-simplify. Okay, so magkakaroon tayo ng y to the 6 over 6 power times y to the 1/6 power. So, ang ginawa natin is pinaghiwalay muna natin yung 6 over 6 at saka 1 over 6. Kasi kapag pinag-add natin yan, yung 6 over 6 at saka 1 over 6, ang magiging sum pa rin ay 7 over 6. So, bakit natin kinuha yung 6 over 6 na rational exponent? That is, para mas masimplify natin yung ating given kung saan yung numerator ay mas mataas kaysa sa denominator. So, since meron tayo ditong 6 over 6 or pwede nating i-divide yan, magiging y raised to 1 na ito or simply y. And then, may iwan syempre itong y to the 1/6 power. So, ang mangyayari, from y to the 7 over 6 power, nagkaroon tayo ng y times y to the 1/6 power. So, pwede natin itong gawing radical form. Okay? Pwede siyang maging y times the sixth root of y kung ito ay tatransform natin into radical form. So again, kaya natin ito ginawa is dahil mas mataas yung numerator ng ating rational exponent kaysa sa denominator. Next, we have the quantity m cubed raised to 1/5. Para ma-simplify ito, just multiply yung ating rational exponent dito sa exponent ng m, which is 3. So, magiging, okay, so yung 3, i-multiply lang natin sa 1/5. Alam naman natin na ang 3 ay may denominator na 1. So, 3 times 1, that is 3. And then, yung 1 na denominator ng 3 times 5, that is still 5. So, ang ating final answer ay m to the 3/5 power. Our fourth given is this. So, we have quantity x to the 1/4 power raised to 2/3. So, ang gagawin natin, kagaya ng given number 3, i-multiply lang natin yung ating 2/3 na exponent dito sa 1/4. Ang magiging step natin dyan is 1, numerator to numerator, 1 times 2, that is equal to 2, and then 4 times 3, that is equal to 12. Copy lang natin yung ating base. Pwede ba nating i-simplify itong ating rational exponent? So, you always observe kung pwede pang i-simplify yung ating nagiging rational exponents. So, since we have 2 over 12, maaari pa natin yung i-reduce into 1/6. So, ang ating final answer is x to the 1/6 power. Let's have our fifth given. We have 2 raised to 5 over 2 divided by 2 to the negative 3/2 power. Now, since division ito and mayroon tayong parehong base na 2, ang gagawin natin ay isusubtract natin ang kanilang mga exponents. So, magiging 2 to the 5/2 power minus negative 3 over 2. So, yung exponent natin, isusubtract natin yan. Okay, so 5 over 2 minus the quantity negative 3 over 2. Since meron tayo ditong minus sign and then negative si 3/2, ang gagawin natin is negative times negative 3/2, magiging addition na siya, magiging positive na. So, pareho ang denominator ng ating rational exponents. So, kopyahin lamang natin yung 2. Okay, and then i-add natin ang kanilang numerators since magbabago nga yung sign natin dito. Okay? So, magiging 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3, that is equal to 8 divided by 2. Kopya lang natin yung ating denominator. Simplify this rational exponent. 8 divided by 2, that is equal to 4. So, we have 2 to the 4th power. Now, simplify natin ito. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That is equal to 16. 16 is our final answer. Now, what if we have this given? Okay, so you see, hindi pareho yung base natin sa numerator and denominator. So, hindi tayo pwedeng agad mag-subtract ng ating rational exponents. Remember, ginagawa lamang natin yon kapag pareho ang base. So, tingnan natin yung 20 na nasa numerator. Maaari natin itong i-factor, okay, para makakuha tayo ng isang base na kapareho ng nasa denominator. So, yung 20, ang factors ng 20 ay 5 at saka 4. Okay? So, yun yung pwede nating mga gamitin na number. So, 5 times 4, that is equal to 20. Raised to 3 over 4. So, since yung 3/4 natin na exponent ay pwedeng i-distribute syempre dito sa 5 at saka sa 4, so distribute muna natin. So, magiging 5 to the 3/4 power times 4 to the 3/4 power. Same lang ito dito sa ating naunang expression. So, kung makikita natin dito, mayroon na tayong parehong base, okay, na 4 sa taas, numerator, at saka sa baba na denominator. Okay? So, kuhanin muna natin yung may mga base na 4. So, since division ito, isusubtract natin ang kanilang mga exponents. Kopyahin muna natin yung 5 to the 3/4 power times yung mayroong base na 4 and then isusubtract natin yung exponents. Since pareho tayo ng denominator na 4, kopyahin lamang natin yung 4 na denominator and then subtract yung kanilang numerators. So, 3 minus 1. Okay? And then, simplify. So, again, kopyahin muna natin yung may base na 5. And then, dito sa 4, kopyahin natin yung 4 na base. 3 minus 1, that is 2 over 4. Kopyahin natin yung denominator na 4. Now, dito sa rational exponent natin, maaari pa natin itong i-simplify or i-reduce. So, magiging 5 to the 3/4 power times 4 to the 1/2 power. Okay? So, yung 2/4 kanina, naging 1/2 na siya. Maaari pa nating i-simplify itong 4 to the 1/2 power. Okay? So, kopyahin muna natin yung 5 to the 3/4 power times yung 4, maaari pa natin kuhanin ng exponential form ng 4 na 2 squared. Okay? So, 2 squared, yung exponent na 2, maaari pa natin i-multiply dito sa 1/2. So, we have 2 times 1, that's 2 over 2. So, marireduce natin yan into 1. So, ang ating final answer, yung 2, meron tayong exponent na 1 na nanggaling dito sa 2 raised to 2 over 2. So, 2 over 2, that is equal to 1. And then, kopyahin lang natin yung 5 to the 3/4 power. So, kung gagawin natin itong radical form, maaaring ang maging sagot natin ay 2 times the 4th root of 5 cubed. Or 2 times the 4th root of 125. Now, let's proceed to the laws of radicals. So, mayroon tayong 4 na i-discuss na laws of radicals. Okay? At ito yung mga yon. Isa-isahin natin ang mga ito. Sa first law ng radical na i-discuss natin, we have here the nth root of a raised to n. So, paano kaya magiging a ang sagot natin dito? Okay? So, elaborate natin. Yung nth root of a ay gawin muna nating exponential form. So, yung a, mayroon siyang exponent na 1. Okay? Tapos, yung index natin dito ay n. Kaya kapag naging exponential form, that will become a to the 1nth power. So, yung ating exponent na 1 nasa numerator and then yung index natin kanina na n nasa denominator na siya. Raised to n. Okay? Yung n yung nasa labas natin na exponent. So, simplify natin ito. Multiply natin yung 1 over n sa n. This will become a to the n over n power. So, yung n times 1, that is n. Tapos, yung n dito sa labas, may denominator siya na 1. So, 1 times yung n na denominator sa loob, n pa rin ang magiging answer. So, n divided by n, that is equal to a raised to 1. Simplify natin ito, alam natin na kapag ang exponent ay 1, isusulat na lamang natin yan as a. Kaya naman, dito sa rule natin, the nth root of a raised to n is equal to a. Let's have another example. We have here the 5th root of 8 raised to 5. Okay, so kagaya nung kanina, pareho yung index at saka yung exponent. Okay, na kung saan in-erase natin yung 5th root of 8. So, simply, ang gagawin natin dito is gawing exponential form yung 5th root of 8. Ang exponent ng 8 dito is 1, so magiging 8 to the 1/5 power. Okay? Yung 5, ito yung index natin. Naging denominator. Tapos, syempre, we have here the exponent na 5. Ang gagawin natin is to multiply yung 5 dito sa 1/5. So, magiging 8, okay, raised to yung 5 times numerator na 1, that is 5. And then yung 5 dito, meron itong denominator na 1. So, yung 1 times 5, that is 5. So, 5 divided by 5, that is equal to 1, or simply, yung ating magiging final answer is 8 na lamang. Mayroon tayo ditong exponent na 1 na hindi na natin isinulat. So that's our first rule dito sa ating radicals. Let's proceed to our second law. So here, nagmumultiply tayo ng radicals na mayroong parehong index. This is equal to the nth root of a times b. So a, iminultiply na sa b, and nasa loob na sila ng iisang radical symbol na may index na n, since parehong n yung index natin dito sa ating given. So ito siya. Kapag ginawa nating exponential form yung ating nth root of a, ang exponent nito ay 1, okay? Tapos ang index ay n, kaya magkakaroon tayo ng rational exponent na 1 over n. Ito yung exponent natin, tapos ito yung ating index, nasa denominator na. Times, ganun din sa b, okay? Yung b mayroong exponent na 1 and may index na n, kaya magiging b to the 1nth power. Since pareho sila, na 1 over n ang rational exponent, pwede natin siyang i-simplify into quantity a times b, okay, raised to 1 over n. Magiging nth root of a times b, okay? So, na-enclose na sila sa ating iisang radical sign, tapos may index tayo na n, and then pinag-multiply lang syempre yung a at saka yung b. Let's have an example. We have here the cube root of 4 times the cube root of 2. Ang gagawin natin is i-multiply yung ating radicand, tapos nasa iisang radical na sila. Magiging cube root of 4 times 2, since pareho sila ng kanilang index. Okay? So, multiply na natin yung 4 at saka yung 2. So, kapag pinag-multiply natin yan, 4 times 2, that is 8, we have cube root of 8. At ano ba ang cube root ng 8? So, ang cube root ng 8 is 2. So, ito yung ating final answer mula dito sa ating given radical expression. Now, let's discuss our next rule. We have here, same pa rin yung index, pero tayo ay nagdi-divide na. Okay? So, nth root of a divided by the nth root of b. So, magiging nth root of a divided by b. Okay? So, parang kagaya lang siya nung kanina, kaya lang ito ay division. So, kapag may same na index, okay, na pinagdi-divide, i-divide na natin yung kanilang radicand. Tapos, nasa iisang radical na sila. So, like this example, cube root of 81 divided by the cube root of 3. Since pareho sila na 3 ang index, magiging cube root of 81 divided by 3. Maaari na nating i-divide yung 81 sa 3. So, i-divide natin, 81 divided by 3, that is 27. So, magkakaroon tayo ng cube root of 27. And hindi pa ito tapos kasi pwede natin kuhanin ang cube root ng 27. The cube root of 27 is 3. Ito na yung ating final answer. Next rule. We have here the nth root of the mth root of a. So, dito, kinukuha natin yung nth root ng mth root of a. So, this is equal to this one. Okay? Imumultiply natin yung ating indices na m at saka n. Okay? So, m times nth root of a. Ito na yung magiging equivalent niya. So, para mas malinaw, let's have an example. Okay, so we have here the cube root of the square root of 729. Meron tayong dalawang method para dito sa ating given. Maaaring ang gawin natin is ganito. Maaaring ang gawin natin is i-multiply natin yung indices. Okay, so dito we have 3, tapos yung nasa loob, ang index niya syempre ay 2 kasi square root ito. Okay, so multiply natin 3 times 2, that is 6. So, magiging 6th root of 729. So, kung kukunin natin ang 6th root ng 729, gawin natin itong exponential form, yung 729. This is equal to 3 to the 6th power. So, kung kukunin natin yung 6th root of 3 to the 6th power, since pareho yung ating exponent and yung index, so this will be 1, 3 raised to 1, or simply 3. Yun yung magiging answer natin. Okay, so ang ginawa natin dito is ginaya natin yung sa rule na minultiply natin yung ating mga indices. Okay? Next, Pwede naman natin gawin yung ganitong method. Kunin muna natin yung square root ng 729, which is 27. Kaya magkakaroon tayo ng cube root of 27. So, yung 27, again, galing siya sa square root ng 729. So, kapag kinuha natin ang cube root ng 27, our answer is 3 also. Same lang ang magiging answer. Now, let's try this given. We have the cube root of 15 squared times the square root of 15. So, dito, magkaiba ang kanilang mga indices. So, ang index ng unang radical natin ay 3, tapos yung index ng pangalawang radical ay 2. Gawin muna nating exponential form ang ating mga given. So, magiging 15 to the 2/3 power yung cube root of 15 squared. So, yung 2, naging numerator, yung 3, naging denominator sa rational exponent. Kopyahin lang natin yung 15 times yung square root of 15, ang exponent nito ay 1, magiging numerator, at ang index ay 2, na magiging denominator sa rational exponent. Okay, so ang gagawin natin, since pareho na sila ngayon, na nasa exponential form, and kita naman natin na pareho ang kanilang mga base, i-add natin ang kanilang mga exponents. Okay, para ma-simplify natin yung ating given expression. 15, okay, kunin natin yung 2/3, plus 1/2 na mga rational exponents. Kung i-add natin yan, kunin natin syempre yung ating magiging denominator, that is 6. Shortcut na lang, 2 times 2, that is 4, and then 3 times 1, we have 3. Add natin yung numerators natin. So, we have 4 plus 3, that is equal to 7 over 6. Okay? So, we have 15 raised to 7 over 6. Yung 7, syempre, mas mataas siya dito sa ating denominator, which is 6. So, aayusin pa natin ito. Continuation. Para ma-simplify natin ito, we have 7 over 6. Gawin muna natin itong radical form. Okay, so magiging 6th root of 15 raised to 7. So, ang next natin gagawin is, ihiwalay natin muna. Since we have here 7, kailangan kumuha tayo ng exponent ng 15 na pareho sa index para meron tayong ma-simplify. So, syempre, yun ay 6. So, magiging 15 to the 6th power times 15 raised to 1. Okay, ito yung exponent ng 15 dito is 1. Okay, kapag pinag-add natin yan, 15 raised to 6 times 15, 6 plus 1 na exponent ng 15, that is still 7 na nandito kanina. Okay? So, bakit natin inihiwalay yung 6? Again, para meron tayong makuha. 6th root of 15 to the 6th power. And this is equal to 15. So, ilalabas na natin yon 15. Tapos, maiwan sa loob, syempre, itong 15 na may exponent na 1.
Kung nagustuhan mo ang video na ito, huwag kalimutang pindutin ang like button, mag-subscribe, at i-hit ang bell button para sa marami pang videos.